birthday on St. Patty's Day. You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You wanna
Enjoy
know
those bananas.
You want to know who else is amazing? Callie North Hagen. She's beyond amazing. See ya.
Hi, and all his girls. Oh my goodness. Love that man. Hi everyone, welcome back into HSN and our Spring Home and Garden Showcase. I love these days, getting ready for the beautiful bounty of flowers and plants in our backyards, our front yards, indoors and out. In fact, this is a day of complete variety because we want to make sure you've got the tools to be able to do all the planting and things like that. So I wanted to give you a heads up. I'll be with you 3 hours today. We've got just back in stock. This is the retractable, what a cool idea, retractable and adjustable rake. Check it out, it's $19.95. We haven't seen it since last August. It's the neatest thing because you know what? You can extend that hand lever at any time. You can contract it. It takes up so little space when you're not using it. And it gives you the ability to adjust the sparseness or the individual spacing between the rake teeth. What a great concept. Like I said, it's just coming up in our first time in almost, well, 6 months at least. And then check this out. I mean, this is all year round. I love candles, and we do so many great candles from Unmatched Flameless. This is one of 6 different options in a 3-piece candle set that we're making available today. And these are our weekly deal drops. We just dropped this price this morning. $39.95, $10 off today. And yeah, you can get this in, I love this beautiful, there's a watercolor lilac and a wildflower, there's a cream line, there's a couple solids, there's a beautiful crocus color, ivory, there's a shell detailed one, but all 3 sizes are included in a 3-piece set, and those are coming up. And you heard Guy just mention, the most you'll spend on shipping and handling today is $7.50, no matter how many things you get. So stock up, get yourself ready for spring and summer shortly after that. Let's get started. I am super excited about the show today. I love everything. I mean, I'm just a huge lover of being outdoors and, you know, in nature, but boy, what a feeling it is to be able to create your own paradise, right? And in your own home, in your own space. We're gonna start from Leaf and Petal, whom you know, we have our Today Special coming up a little bit later on this afternoon, and I know Guy just featured that for you. But take a look at these beautiful things. Oh boy, oh boy. These are the coleus. You're getting 3 of them, and we'll talk more about how they come shipped and what to do, because you don't have to worry about these until it's planting season in your area. In fact, that's the whole thing with Leaf and Petal. You may order now, but you're not gonna get your product until, based on the zone that you're living in, you won't even get it until right before it's time to start planting, nor will you be charged for any purchase that you're making. So this is your chance to get a 3-piece flamethrower coleus set. These are really easy to grow. They thrive in both sun and shade, and they're great. They're great in garden beds and borders and mixed containers. You can see they get nice and high, and I love that they're deer resistant. If you live in an area where, I mean, we love our wildlife, but you know what? That's such a frustration when you see that half of the plant is gone. Deer resistant, and they are pollinator attractors. So we love all the beautiful, you know, creatures that come to visit us and sit on our plants and enjoy the bounty that the plant provides to them. This is, again, you can do all 3 in one plant or pot, or you can separate them out and even create more of a border. But this woman, Carrie Ann Mobley,
I've been waiting to work with you all day. Hi, Carrie girl.
I love garden shows.
I know, me too. Come on, this is like our jam right here.
Well, she's such an expert. You know everything. I'm okay in the gardens, but I learned so much from you.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Well, you make it exciting for me to teach you, and so do you guys, right? These are incredible. These are our hummingbird mint. This is Blue Bayou. It's a new variety, and if you don't know anything about hummingbird mints, they are a tough, compact perennial. Now, what a perennial is it's a plant that's gonna come back year after year. And for all of you who get a little concerned about the deer or the rabbits, and I'm never planting anything again because every time I do, they eat it all, they can't stand these. But Kelly, I invite you, I'm just gonna pull off a few of these leaves. Pinch them between your fingers and tell me what you smell.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Could I put these in a mojito?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, we love it. This is a very minty smell, delicious. But the deer and the rabbits cannot stand them. Now you see all these beautiful spikes, so it's giving you that gorgeous texture. And each one of these flowers has like these little tubes on them. And that's exactly what the hummingbirds love, because they can use their little tongues to get in there as nectar feeding stations. So this is a constant source of a feeding, like nectar situation for the entire season. So again, it's gonna stay compact for you. This is about as big as it's going to get. It could get a little bigger, especially if you put it in the ground, but it's a fast grower. It's never gonna get too tall, and it's got fragrance that is just
it's amazing.
Delicious.
And I love that it doesn't get much taller than this. And incidentally, I think there's it'll take about a year to maybe 2 years for complete, growth to its maximum height.
This is probably first year if you live in the South, right? Because we've got a much longer growing season, and this is gonna bloom for you the entire season. So throughout the course of the day, I've been talking about annuals and perennials, and why sometimes annuals give you more flowers. It's because they've got one season to produce. So they're gonna put out as much color, they're gonna put out as many flowers as they can. Well, these really do act like annuals, even though they are perennials, and they can handle temperatures to -10 degrees.
Wow.
Look at those beautiful spikes, and you can just see the honeybees and the bumblebees and the hummingbirds and the butterflies.
I love how it gives you kind of that wild flower child kind of vibe.
It? That's our
like
vibe.
Being right, it's
that
true.
Is so our
being
vibe.
in the middle of
we
a
always
mountainside.
say we're kind of like tomboys,
Yes.
We like to get our hands dirty.
100%.
We're not too prissy. Neither are these.
I can't wait. And the smell of the earth when you get down on your knees and you just like feed the earth with these beautiful flowers, and they give it back. And I do apologize, because earlier I was talking about the coleus that's coming up in a few minutes, in just about 5 minutes. So we've got that too, just the nice variety. But these being called the Blue Bayou Hummingbird Mint. It's amazing that they create the flower and almost like the underbrush at the same time.
Right, exactly.
It's really
beautiful. So you've got this great foliage down here, which is what smells so delicious. It smells very minty. That delicious smell to us is exactly what the deer and the rabbits cannot stand. So this is a great plant to put at the front of your border, because it's never gonna get too tall. It's a bit more compact. So you can put this at the front of the border of your bed, and nothing is gonna get through it. They're gonna smell it, and they're going to turn up their noses, and we're gonna say,
I love that.
Hallelujah.
I mean, we love you, but not when you're eating my plants. Thank you very much.
Word to your mother. Yes.
Right. Word to your mother. So they come individually like this. You're getting 3 of these, and these are on sale today as we get kick-started our spring and home garden event. But let's talk a little bit more about what Leaf and Petal does, because it's really, really convenient.
It really is. I mean, no more traipsing through the nursery to try to find a plant like this, which, by the way, you're not gonna find this. What they do is they have a zone map. And so what we're gonna do, if possible, is we're gonna put up that map for you, and you'll be able to see, based on where you live in the country, when we will send these out to you. Right now, unless you're in the very bottom part of the country, where we'll be sending them out immediately, what'll happen is you are making your reservation for these. You won't even be charged for them until we ship them out. Some of you guys who are way up in the north, I mean, you've still got snow on the ground. It's, -5 degrees
and
up
it changes
there
from
still.
day to day, but
It does, but we know when it's safe based on the USDA gardening zones. So some of you way up there, we might not be shipping these out to you until May. So this is when you place your order, because by the time May comes around for you, here we go, by the time May comes around for you, these will be gone, they'll be sold out. So what Leaf and Petal does is we take your reservation, we ship you a very fresh, well-packaged, very well packaged and shipped plant. And in this case, you're getting 3 of them, right? So when you get these home, and they'll be coming right to you, You're gonna unwrap them, give them a nice dousing of water because they're gonna be so thirsty, and then figure out where you want to plant them. They're great for containers because they never get too big.
That's true, and all the info you need to know is right here. So light and sun exposure, the hardiness, the plant type, all of the specifics that you need to know how much water it needs, when it needs to be fertilized. Speaking of which, we've got some great fertilizer pods that a lot of you are stocking up on because they work across the board for any of our beautiful flowers or plants. We'll get item numbers for you because they are available, and I know a lot of you have jumped on those. Do want to remind everybody of our $7.50 shopping cart today. That's all you spend on shipping. So if you're getting this, maybe you're getting something else, you're in for the day. The rest of everything you order ships for free right to your door, or if you want to shop for somebody else, we can send it directly to them too. So shopping cart is amazing. I know we've welcomed, even in this, just for this plant, we've run almost 100 new shoppers. First purchase here at HSN with this.
Well, I mean, look at the color on this, right? I mean,
gorgeous.
This is purple, but it's kind of like an electric blue purple.
Yeah.
Plants like this, I am just so drawn to this color. And apparently, so are the hummingbirds and the butterflies and the honeybees. Yes, exactly. Yes. The good bees, not the mean ones.
Exactly. As we move into that coleus, as promised, I wanted to remind you, our HSN card is a great card to have, and a lot of you use it to be able to add that extra flex on any purchase. And this is the way you can apply for your card today, and we're gonna send a $15 gift to your account waiting for you to check out and put that towards your total purchase. That is our gift to you and a welcome. There's the info on how you can go ahead and apply for the HSN card, okay? So as those of you who are continuing to order those beautiful Blue Bayou hummingbird mints, we're gonna move into the flamethrower coleus. I am obsessed with these.
Come on. I mean, you want to talk about color? Look at this.
Gorgeous.
First of all,
you're
these
getting
are
three.
Yes,
all
exactly.
Three. This is one, you're getting another, and they're all the same color. And this is the third you're getting. And again, these are full grown. They come to you like this, but they become this in not that much time.
Is this in one season?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are annuals. So this is what they're going to turn into in one season. I can't even with this one.
Oh.
Look at that, Callie.
That is glorious.
This to me is season-long color. There are no flowers. So really the color that you're getting is in this foliage. This one looks like it's on fire.
Literally.
I love that. And this one too, yes. Stop it right.
I know, I just love these. I have coleus around my 2 trees in my front yard. They're the bush, or the bigger, bushier type that they stand about 4 feet tall. These are so amazing as like a secondary tier if you wanted to border something.
Absolutely.
But look at them just in a simple pot.
Yeah, you know,
perfect.
You don't even really have to cut them back. I love the way they look like they're just kind of on fire, right?
Yeah.
They're just, it's a great way to get season-long color without having to like deadhead flowers, you know. They also love the fertilizer, and we'll talk, you know, a lot. But here's what's great about these. These were bred at the University of Florida by a guy named Dave. And Dave knew that in the past, most coleus could only tolerate shade. Well, he started playing around with these coleus. He would plant them in the full sun, and then he would take them from the University of Florida. He would drive them like 20 miles away. They're bouncing around, and really, he turned them into sun-loving plants.
Wow.
They can handle a little bit of drought.
We are limited on these guys. Look at 400 or so of that, and that's it. That's all we have. Sorry to interrupt you. I just don't want you to miss this. I think this is just a star.
Yeah, and I love the way that they mound, right?
Me too.
So cool in containers. I mean, put these out on your patio or on your deck. Put them at your front door. Put them up on plant stands. Just the color on these.
They're so luscious.
I just want to touch them.
They're so hardy, too.
They
and they
are.
There's no maintenance on these.
Zero.
You don't have to trim and deadhead and figure out like how to hedge off the top and make them all even. They're just perfection.
Yeah, they're very, in my opinion,
love
they're very romantic. You know, just this color alone. I mean, I just wish you guys could get a close-up of the way that we have that beautiful magenta with that, you know, kind of that darker maroon in there. I mean, this is Mother Nature at her finest, and I could do the same with all of them. Look at the way that it looks like it's been like hand painted on here.
Truly.
Each one is just so cool. And you get all three. You don't even have to choose.
This is literally like God's artistry.
Ma'am.
It's inexplicable. I stand here in awe of what you just showed us. The variation of colors, the brightness. And don't forget, you're getting, now we're dropping below 400, guys, and we have a couple hundred people on the phones. This will be selling out. I'm giving you fair warning here. You get all three of these. You get, look at, you're getting all three. So yes, they're all the coleus, but they're all a different variety.
Look how big they are too, already.
True.
So, and they grow very fast, right? They're annual, so they are meant to just excel in one season. You don't have to worry about deadheading any flowers. Of course, we always want you to use proper care. And I'm gonna tell you right now, proper care, number one, will always include watering. Now, these guys are kind of like weekend plants where you can, you can go away for a weekend and they'll be okay. But make sure that they're established first. Get them, put them in a container, put them in the ground, water them every day, at least for, about a week or so. Then
to get them started.
To get them started, because you're taking them from their little home and then you're putting them into a new home.
Yeah, they're shocked.
And and we just want to baby them for a little bit. And again, like all of our leaf and petal plants, you're gonna get that planting guide that'll tell you everything you need to know. Now again, these are an annual, but we still offer a guarantee on our annuals. You get 90 days
That's
on
awesome.
these.
That's fantastic.
I think
90
so.
days.
Right.
These do love a lot of sun. A little bit of shade,
they
but
can
mostly
handle
sun.
it. That's what's great about these. Coleus did in the past used to be a shade-only plant. So of course they're just go Dave from the University of Florida.
Love that.
Go Dave. I hope he's watching today. He deserves the credit.
Seriously.
So now they can absolutely tolerate the sun. If you live up in the northern part of the country, yeah, full sun is just fine. As you get deeper and deeper into the south, like here, I like to have mine in part shade because, even us, we need to be in part shade, and we're well hydrated and we are well fed. So just keep that in mind.
There you go.
Things tend to melt in this kind of very hot Florida
Within
sun.
2 months, you're gonna see these just flourish. And I know you're gonna love having them. They're just a spectacular sight. So as you see with me, what, 260, 50? Don't wait one more minute or they're not gonna be available to you.
But how about the texture on these? And as I'm a landscape designer, I'm a professional gardener, so I do this for a living. I try to pick out plants that work for what my clients love, what their property is like, and really what I know they're capable of handling. And fortunately, they're very honest with me. They're like, I can't be babysitting something every day. But I love to make their property look special. And you always want to have really cool textures, different heights of things that are mounding, things with tall spikes. So if you even imagine taking one of those butterfly mints, putting it in between these so you can have this kind of mounding texture, and then you can have those spikes of the purple kind of popping up in between them. I'm gonna design your whole gardens for you guys right here.
and there's the info if you're still wanting to get that Blue Bayou, the hummingbird mint. Again, 3 separate pieces coming your way at $29.95, $899-234. And as a quick reminder, you know what? With that, if you're getting this set of the coleus and the hummingbird mint, you're at about $750 already for shipping, and that means that everything else you order today is free.
Yes.
Free shipping to your door, and yes, it will be shipped to your space when it's time to plant.
These are so cool.
I know, I just love them.
And I love to have those unique things, and they're so easy to care for. And you're getting that full summer color. I mean, even the babies, right?
Agreed.
Even the babies are just really healthy, they're big, they're substantial, and they grow really fast with proper care. What did I say proper care is? Number one, definitely some water. We want to water them as they're getting established. But I also highly recommend our leaf and petal fertilizer.
Agreed.
They come in little pods. So there's no measuring, there's no mess. All you do is you take one of the pods, you pop it into a gallon of water, let it dissolve in there, give it a good shake.
Looks like this.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it looks like. And then you're just gonna water as if you're watering regularly. Yeah. I say like once every 2 weeks or so, but you can't overdo it. It's water soluble. A lot of fertilizers can burn your plants. Not this one, because it's already dissolved in the water. Cool stuff.
So for anybody who's not maybe got the greenest thumb, guess what? It's okay. Leaf and Petal is here to help you become not maybe a master gardener like Carrie, but at least an avid gardener, or if you enjoy gardening at all, maybe this summer, this spring is going to be the time that you just start this whole new world. It's amazing to be surrounded by nature, and sometimes you can't go to the mountains and hike the hikes or the trails, but if you want to, even if you have a small balcony, putting plants and things around you is just so warming and comforting and inspiring, and it's fun to take care of something and watch it grow.
You know, maybe a lot of you are like me. I mean, my husband and I, we have 4 boys. 3 of them are now in college, and I miss taking care of things.
Right.
And so, of course, they come home and I dote all over them. Like,
of course.
I'll do anything for them, but they're not there all the time. So being able to take care of something, it really gives me a lot of pleasure, and it gives back to you. You'll want to take care of them because you'll wake up in the morning and you'll say, "Oh, I wonder how my coleus are doing today."
Guess
you'll
what?
Go outside. Yes.
They're going to be great, and guess what else? They're gone, sold out. Thank you so much.
For those of you who got them, you are going to love them.
Fabulous, fabulous. We move on to another personal favorite.
I got it.
We have, I think this is the happiest plant out there, or flower out there. They're Gerber daisies. Look at how pretty these are. These are on sale and they're brand new today. You're getting the Gerber daisy. These are perennials, and again, these love sun and shade, a little bit of both, a little bit of combination, but they're just so bright and eye-catching. I mean, each flower can measure up to 6 inches across, and then they flower continuously from spring into the fall in all these beautiful assorted colors. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. You're getting 2 of these. Oh my gosh, these are amazing.
This is a kaleidoscope of color. This is the first time in my entire life, and remember, both of my parents were gardeners, this one plant has all 7 colors in it. This one, right here, you're getting 2 of them. 7 colors in these. And to me, daisies, these Gerber daisies, they are like the quintessential summer plant. You've got the foliage that grows up to about 6 inches, when it's fully mature. And then you get these nice long stalks with, I mean, look at the size of these, Callie. Are they not beautiful?
And they're so great to be able to cut and trim and put into an inside bouquet or arrangement. Oh, wow. Talk about...
I know.
Oh, look at this.
Isn't this incredible?
Look.
They make the best cut flowers, and even after they're cut, I mean, each of these lasts for about a week, even when they're cut. So I just think that this is something really special, and that's what it is about Leaf and Petal, We like to bring you things that you can't just find at your local, home improvement, garden center or your nursery. I go to so many nurseries, your mind would be blown. Always looking for cool things for my clients and stuff. But in this case, you're not gonna find it. You really, really won't, and I definitely want you to take advantage of it. Now again, this is an annual, which is why you're gonna get so many of these beautiful pops of color. It's got 1 season to give it its best, and that's what it's gonna do with all that color.
But even without the beautiful flowers that you're seeing here, it maintains that nice, tidy, compact habit. So it's beautiful, hardy greenery underneath, which fills in and just warms up all those spaces. And certainly, I mean, we've got some things coming up in the hour, or in the show today, like those solar, garden decorative pieces that you can illuminate and keep the beautiful colors throughout the year in a kind of more interesting, creative way. But as we look at these Gerber daisies, is there a happier flower?
I mean, in my opinion, no. I've always been drawn to Gerber daisies.
Me too.
And again, these are an annual, so they're gonna give it their all. Here in Florida, mine come back every year because it's so nice and warm here. But I always try to pick, I'm like, oh, I love the yellow, I'm gonna get a yellow. Oh my gosh, but I love this pink, so I'm gonna get a pink. Oh, I can't pass up the red, I love the red.
Right.
In this case, you guys.
You get them all.
You get them all in one plant. This is how they have been bred. And I wanna show you something on what we call this ship sample, because this is what's gonna be coming to you. If we can kind of get in here close.
Oh my goodness sakes.
What'd you say?
Look at this.
Is that a little baby?
Oh.
It is, it's a baby. So these are what we're talking about when we say we're sending you these fresh, healthy, well-packaged plants. I know, look at this,
That's the sweetest.
Look at how many that one has in it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. So this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you
so
guys,
cool.
do not pass these up. I think they're so cool. This, to me, is like a signature plant. You put this right by the front door. You know, if you have like a little table there or something, you put that right by the front door. Or maybe if you have like a little patio in the back with the table that you guys like to sit outside once it gets nice outside, you put this right in the center of it, and you're just gonna have so much fun with it. This is, again, one of those plants where we're gonna look at the map and we're gonna show you when it is going to be arriving to you. For some of you, they're on their way. They're coming to you right now. If you are any of those areas in the bottom where you see the date has already passed or we're at it right now, it's a coming to you. For everybody else, all you're doing is reserving your plant. It's just a reservation. You won't even be charged for it until your date comes. You might even forget about it.
You might. One day it's gonna be like, surprise.
Yes. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna pull it out of the packaging. You're gonna give it a nice amount of water. You're gonna find either a container for it, or maybe you're gonna put it like in one of your flower beds. What are we gonna do? We're gonna water.
That's right.
Okay, we wanna make sure that we water, that we take care of these plants. If you picked up that fertilizer, it's a wonderful plant to use the fertilizer on.
I'll get you the info on that too.
Yeah, because it's
wow.
a bloom
Look
boosting.
how popular these are. 450 gone officially.
Oh, that's
and I want to remind you,
wonderful.
if you're just tuning in, two things. 750 shopping cart. So load your cart up and spend no more than 750. That's a lot of free shipping coming your way today. Getting the plants delivered to your front door when the time is to plant is an amazing thing. You can do flex pay, or you can spend, pay for the whole thing. And then with this one, is because this is a perennial, it has a full year warranty.
No, these are annuals. For us,
this is annuals.
This is an annual, right, exactly. So you do get a 90-day on it.
Oh, gotcha.
And it does love full sun to part sun, so make sure it's getting some sun. And then just make sure you're watering it. It's just such a cool plant, and when you see this, even that ship sample coming to you, as soon as you see that it's got little babies in there, get it into a bigger container. Use some good potting soil, right? Anything will do as long as it's a good potting soil or a garden soil. Get it right in there, kind of pack it in there, give it some water, possibly fertilize it if that's something that's in your budget, and then just enjoy the opportunity to see something so special, this signature plant,
and look at
come
what
to life all
this
summer long.
Is going to become. What kind of time frame are we looking for?
That first year, I would say in 6 weeks.
Look at that, in
Isn't
6
that
weeks,
great?
from this to potentially this. And boy, like I was saying, just the leaves are so, they're like green. And
don't they look fake?
They almost do.
Yeah, they are
I was going to say that
not.
earlier.
Yeah.
None of this is fake. These are all
They
real.
are all real, yes.
But that's a hardy leaf, and that's there's nothing better that I just think they're as happy as they could be, and then to be able to trim that as for fresh cuts.
They're such show-offs. Like, who do you think you are? They're like, forget about you, foliage down here. You're dead to me. I'm coming up. I want everybody to see me. And they are such show-offs. I don't know if that's, maybe that's what I'm into.
If I were a Gerber
Yes,
daisy,
if I
I'd
were
be
a Gerber
like,
daisy.
hello.
You are so my girl, Callie. I love it.
I just think it's so cool that you're getting the variety of colors, because I don't want to have to just choose one themed color. I love too many colors to just stick with one.
I know, and that's why I love this. And listen, I try to be really honest with you guys. I had never seen this before we started selling it at Leaf and Petal. I've always loved Gerber daisies. I was the one buying all 7 of these colors because I do love the variety of color. Now you're getting 2 of them, 2, not just 1, 2 of them with all of those colors locked right inside of it. So please enjoy them.
Oh my
You're just
goodness.
gonna love them.
I know over 500 spoken for. We've been busy to get this day started. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. You don't need the luck of the Irish when you've got Leaf and Petal, huh?
It's the truth. You need some water, and you just need a love of beautiful things. So 899448 is the item number to continue getting the Gerber daisies. You're getting 2 of them on sale today. And we've mentioned this is that wonderful plant fertilizer. You're getting 25 of these pods.
Yeah, and you're using them like once every 2 weeks. So this is gonna last you well over a year. I'll open one up, you guys, if you don't mind, because I wanna show you kind of how they work. So they're coming in these pre-measured
like
pods.
dishwasher pods.
Yeah, there's no microplastics in here. There's no measuring. You just take it, get yourself a gallon of water, pop it right in there, let it dissolve, give it a good shake, and then just water like you normally would, right? Not just on your Gerber daisies, anything you've got that's got a flower, house plants, anything, and you will see such a quick turnaround on your plants. delicious, delicious food for your plants.
That's great.
And then always just remember to
That's
water.
only $19.95. That's 25 of those pods.
Worth every penny,
Worth
if I do
every
say
penny.
so myself.
I don't know. I don't want to be mixing and
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, 88668. I will see you soon.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yes.
I love this day. Keep it here.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Join us as we honor the enduring legacy of women everywhere during Women's History Month at HSN. We're celebrating the strength, spirit, and achievements of the trailblazing women who have shaped our world, plus the amazing women behind the scenes and shoppers like you. It's a month filled with inspiring stories, endless adoration, and exclusive finds. Celebrate Women's History Month all March long on HSN and at hsn.com.
Welcome into our spring home and garden showcase today at HSN, everyone. I'm Callie Northagen, and you're looking at our next beautiful way to decorate and just get creative with your space. These are the single iron lights from Improvements. They're really pretty. I mean, the single stand, as you can see, but off to the side, you've got this gorgeous like bulb. It's this globe of color with the florals that come to you. You've got, down to 3 choices. There's butterfly. We have it in the hummingbird, and down below we've got the bee. The bee is the most limited at this point, and you can see the bee has the orange, beautiful florals. They're like, there's a flower, I can't remember the name of it, frangipani or something similar. It's a beautiful Asian or Eastern flower. In addition to that, I just wanted to explain the butterfly has the beautiful ball of blue, and then the hummingbird has this gorgeous red globe. You'll see right on the top of these, there is a solar panel. So guess what happens once the sun sets? You've got the most beautiful little spot to glance over and just be comforted or inspired. I think these are absolutely beautiful. They're from Improvements. Deb Byers is our guest and our expert with the brand. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you.
These are really sweet.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. These are from Improvements, and you guys are the first to see them, and I've been so excited because they are so adorable. They're just the right size. You know, we bring you a lot of outdoor decorations. They're big, they're small, they light up, they're whatever, but these are 20 inches tall, absolutely beautiful, powder coated, so they're going to be rust resistant and weather resistant, and you're getting the beautiful little orb that's about 5 inches in diameter. It's removable, by the way, so if you want to take it somewhere else, but it goes right on that little hook. At night, it's going to come alive with 25 warm white LED lights inside that are going to light them up, just like that. So now you've got something that is so beautiful and so decorative, and something that no one else is going to have. Each one of these gorgeous orbs has beautiful flowers all over it. They're on a metal casing, and then all the little lights are woven through inside, all 25 of them. They're going to come on at dark, and they're going to go off in the morning until the rest of the day. You're going to be able to enjoy all the color and all the motif, and then they'll light up again at night. But what I love most about these is the size, because whether you've got a large yard or just a small yard, or maybe no yard at all, you could put
these in a pot and they'll just add so much style, ambiance, and beauty to virtually any space. They're absolutely adorable.
And you know what I think is great, Deb, is that with the wind, you can see how it kind of lets this globe kind of gently sway. So you've got movement, you've got color, morning, noon, and night, because in addition to the gorgeous glow that you're seeing here, the stake itself is metal, and it's got so many pretty colors.
Absolutely. We did a beautiful, if I do say so myself, beautiful combination of creating all the colors for you to give you the most bang for your buck on a small scale. Because for a lot of us, we don't want to have something gigantic. We just want something that's going to be visually interesting, and these are so sweet. So we went ahead and put these in a window box. The lights around, so you're able to see how beautiful they are, and you're looking at the one that's got gorgeous amber color on it. All the flowers are beautiful. They're all distinctive. Each one of these beautiful balls is about 5 inches in diameter, super lightweight, all powder coated. All the colors are going to be beautiful and they won't fade. It's not rust resistant, and you just simply put it into the ground. We went ahead and put it into a beautiful window box here, but you could put it right in a little clay pot and you'll have something that looks absolutely amazing. They're just beautiful.
They're 22 inches in height from like where the stake goes into the ground up to the top of whether the butterfly, the hummingbird, or the bee. The hummingbird and the bee are neck and neck, most limited now. So if you have a favorite, and if you wanted to get all three, you're so totally welcome to do that. I think like stakes like this in a garden, front yard, backyard, in a pot, on a balcony, they're always just so much, you just smile when you see them.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Really?
You just smile. And look at the bee has beautiful sunflowers. So if you're a fan of sunflowers and all those shades of orange, the beautiful butterfly has lots of blue and yellow, and it's just happy. And again, all the flowers on the orbs from the lights behind just add so much beauty. And then, of course, you've got the gorgeous hummingbird. And we love our hummingbirds and all the reds on the orbs. And remember, too, that you can take the orb off, but it simply hangs right on the hook. There's a little switch right on the top. I'm going to actually just take this off for a second. And you'll see there's a little switch. You're just going to press that button, and that's going to activate it. And then you've got the solar panel, and that will go ahead and absorb all that sunlight to make each one of these gorgeous little lights, all 25 on the inside, glow at night. It is charming, adorable, and unique to anything that's out there on the marketplace because it's exclusive from here, from HSN and Improvements.
And by the way, they're fade and rust resistant.
Yes.
They're meant to be outdoors, even here where we've got a lot of salt air that basically eats things alive. But whether you put this out, sometimes having things like this, even if you live in a cold weather climate and there's even snow outside, this works year round.
It absolutely does. There's no question about it. But it's so unique. We give you all the beauty from the beautiful colors, the beautiful motifs of the butterfly, of the hummingbird, or the bumblebee, and then the lights. So each one of these gorgeous orbs is handcrafted of little flowers. So it's all the flowers are absolutely around the orb, and then you've got the lights, all 25 of them, twinkling from behind. So it just gives you that beautiful ambiance that's going to make you smile in the daytime when you look at all the vibrant colors and the beautiful motif, and then at night when you see that gorgeous glow. I was tickled with them because they're just the right size to have something that's going to give you that look, whether you have a big space or definitely if you just have a small space and you want to pop them into a pot.
Oh, these are such pretty colors when the sun goes down. Again, if you're looking at, if you love your reds, you want to order that that one's the hummingbird. If you love the golds and the ambers that you're seeing now, that's the bee. Very limited. It's the most limited of all three. And then if you love blues, who doesn't? That's the butterfly. And who doesn't love butterflies?
Absolutely. And you know what you could do if you can swing it? You could get a couple. You could have them flank a door. You could have them be on either side of a garden or either side of a walkway. They're just the right height to give you that little bit of visual interest. And then you don't have to do anything. There's no electricity. There's no wires. You let Mother Nature do her thing, and she'll light the little lights at night. Remember, you've got 25 in each one of these gorgeous little orbs of that warm white light. And you absolutely can't go wrong by having this because it's just the right size. Callie said 22 inches, so adorable.
That is so, okay, so here we have in the bright light now, you can see the red florals, and I want to say they're called frangipanis, but they're beautiful, delicate flowers. The red is the hummingbird, and you see the hummingbird with the beautiful flowers off to the side. If you love the blues, we'll show this one to you too. This is a combination of blues and yellows. This is the butterfly.
Yes.
And then lastly, down below, and I know our time is up here, the bee is this beautiful gold and orange and amber and yellow combination. So it's beautiful morning, noon, and night, season to season, week to week. Weather doesn't matter. It's just always kind of there waiting to say hello.
It's true.
Hello, welcome to the backyard.
We're just standing here smiling because they're so adorable. And when you get them home, remember, press the button on the solar panel, let them charge for a couple of 6 to 8 hours, and then just wait, and you'll see how beautiful they are. Right into the ground, you'll be absolutely thrilled when you get them.
That's it. Done. Done. Whoopsie. Hi.
Good job.
I just said hi to the globe. We're gonna be raking up a storm in just a minute.
Look what you did. I saw what you did there.
Well, thanks for your orders on the incredible iron lights, 886-361. But this has got to be the coolest thing, Deb. Again, from Improvements, they think of so many great ideas. It's a retractable and totally adjustable rake. Can you imagine? Wish I would have thought of this. Not only can you adjust the height and the measurements of that, you can adjust the teeth in the rake wires. So you can, pick things that are big like leaves or get them a little bit smaller to get into some more of the fine, the dirt and the things that you want to clean out of a flower bed. Look at this.
Isn't this amazing?
And that's all the space a rake takes.
That's exactly right. So we're talking about a rake. Now, we all need a rake, whether you've got a great big area that you need to rake or you've got a small area or maybe just a small garden. So you go out to the garden store, you buy a great big rake. It's going to be really long. It's going to be really wide, and it's going to be really expensive. It's going to be really hard to store. So the Improvements team, of course, we do improvements, said, what can we do for those folks that don't have a shed and don't have a storage area, but still need a rake for what they need to take care of? This is it. This is your rake. It's 3 inches long and 7 inches wide. Great just as it is to get in the garden to take up all the debris if you've got something that you want to take care of that's small. But it's from Improvements. So what's it going to do? It's going to get longer and it's going to get wider. And now you've got a rake.
Do this a favor. I want to get that shot.
Okay, here we go. So
Ready?
here we go. Now it's going to go from 7 inches to a full 20 inches. And now you've got a real rake that's lightweight and durable and capable of taking care of all the things that you need to use a rake for. But you don't have to worry about how you're going to store it because it's going to store its ease simply by making it a little bit smaller, locking it in place, and you are good to go. A simple twist, lock it in, and that is it. And it comes with little hooks, so you can hang it on a hook and put it virtually anywhere. But it is the real deal. Don't let this size fool you because it's a full-size rake when you need it, and then it stores to just about 3 feet.
And look at even the mulch or the rocks and the things, you need rakes for so many things. Obviously, leaves, the number one reason. But you know what? This is a rake that's really built to last. It's steel. It weighs less than 2 pounds.
Yes.
And it is just back in stock. It sold out last August.
In a nanosecond. Because there's nothing like it out there. We go to the big store, we buy a rake. We need a rake, but they are notoriously difficult to store because they've got this great big space, they've got plastic teeth, they all get bent, it all gets broken, and then you've got a broken rake that you're still dealing with. You've got 15 steel teeth here that are going to be able to do all the same projects that great big rack does at a fraction of the cost. And the best part is it's completely customizable. So if I want to make this just a little narrower, I simply release the latch and then I pull it up. I just want it to be like that. Then I lock it in place and I just want to make it just a little shorter. I simply release it and then retwist it. Now I have customized this to a medium-sized rake, and I could go do it again, do it again, do it again. So whatever project you have in the yard, you've got the tool. Because for a lot of us,
so cool.
Isn't it great?
Look at this cute little rake right now.
It's fabulous. It's great, right?
Get the kids involved.
Exactly, exactly. Because for a lot of us, we've got a big rake that we need, and then we need the smaller one. So now you've got 2 rakes. What did you spend on 2 rakes, and where are you storing 2 rakes? Well, I got news for you. You don't need 2 rakes.
It's
you
literally
now have
7
one rake
inches.
that does them all.
7 inches when it's stored or retracted.
Exactly.
30 inches wide, 7 inches, weighs about 1.5 pounds. But I'll say it again, because this is the important part. Those are steel teeth. So they are not going to break or bend or, you know, change in their direction. This is a heavy duty rake that literally allows, maybe you're really tall, I'm tall, you're tall. Maybe you're really petite. This rake, you can custom to whatever size you are, and I do encourage you, get the kids involved.
Yes, absolutely.
Now they can.
They totally can. So this is it in the smaller, I think you can see it, there you go. It's 3 feet by 7 inches. And when it comes to you, it's gonna come in a box, it'll be this size. But it's going to go to a full 5 feet by 20 inches. This is the real deal, here you go. So I think we have to lock the handle in there, just give it a twist.
Okay.
There you go, boom. So now, Callie and I have the exact same rake. So Callie can go ahead and rake and rake and rake. And by the way, here in Florida, we had a terrible storm last night. We had tornadoes, scares. It was
Missouri,
very bad.
Alabama, it was really wild.
It was bad news. So I had to go outside. I had to clear off all I have a drain. I had to go out there. I went out with my rake, and I went out into the yard to collect all the sticks. This rake can do it all. Whether it's rocks, whether it's twigs, whether it's sticks, whether it's leaves. Now, right here, we've got faux turf and we've got leaves that are fake. But when you get out into the yard or the garden, this guy is gonna do the job. Now, when you're in the garden and you want to go ahead and get around all the plants and stuff to get rid of all the debris, you don't need a great big rake, you need a small narrow rake. Well, now you have it. So you don't have to go out and get another small rake. You've got it right here, it's 7 inches, you've still got the same 15 metal teeth. Now you can easily get around and take care of it. This is your rake, and Callie has your rake.
That's a really great point.
Rake.
You know how you need certain rakes for certain, like the big rocks and things?
Exactly.
This is more than just a rake. It's like 2 or 3 in one, based on the ability to be able to collapse it.
Exactly.
How awesome.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's almost
I
like...
I think that is awesome.
Well, this is what makes improvements so fabulous, because we improve on something that we all use. And it doesn't matter whether you've got a great big yard or you've just got a little yard, or maybe you've just got a small condo, or maybe you've just got a tiny little space. You're going to need something to help you clean up debris. And you go to the big store and you buy a rake because you think that's your only option. No, we've got a better solution. We've got a beautiful rake that's going to do everything that big rake is going to do at a fraction of the cost, and it's going to be small and compact for easy storing. There's a hole here at the top so you can simply hang it up on a nail. It can go right into a cupboard, or it's low enough you can just pop it into a drawer. It's easy to go ahead and open up. You're simply going to hold it and twist it and expand it, and again, you can twist it and expand it at any level, so you're in charge exactly how you want it to go. When it's expanded, it goes to a full 5 feet. Then you're going to release this little latch and move it down, boom, to open it up, relatch it, and now you are 5 feet by 20 inches as opposed to 3 feet by 7 inches when it starts. You're in charge, absolutely, and it's gonna do everything that other big rake is gonna do.
And I feel like rakes can be so overwhelming to a lot of people, especially if you're petite, you know? I mean, they're one size. In the stores.
It's true.
It's a one-size-fits-all in any home improvement store I've ever been to. This is the first of its kind, just now back in stock, just in time for your spring gardening. So maybe you missed out in the fall and you've been patiently waiting for us. Grab it while you can. I think it's a brilliant idea. Like I said, I wish I would have thought of this, but leave it to improvements. That's what they do. They specialize in making products better.
Well, you know, Mother's Day is right around the corner and Father's Day is right around the corner. And this would be a perfect gift for mom or dad, for anybody that just wants to keep their yard a little bit neater and doesn't have a whole lot of space to store anything. Because remember, what we do with that great big rake is we hide it behind something, we slip it under something because it's unsightly and it takes up so much room. This is going to be super easy to store. All you need to do is twist it, close it, and retwist it, release the latch, pull it up, and relock it, and you are ready to store it simply by hanging it on a hook. It weighs about 2 pounds. And remember, this is the same rake that Callie just had in the small version, and you're going to be able to do all those jobs, little or small.
I mean, it is like the neatest thing, and I'll say it again, these are steel teeth. You can continue, and I'll show you once again how you can make those teeth narrower or wider apart, depending on the job at hand, and then you can extend the length from, you know, tiny, tiny to nice and tall. This is perfect for me, I'm 5'9".
Yep.
So I'm glad you guys are grabbing this. Look at this, over 600 gone almost instantly. So like I said, just back in stock, grab it. You can get two. Everybody, everybody, even if you live, I feel like my son lives in an apartment, but he still has a tiny little yard off the back door, and everybody needs rakes.
There's no question about it. And also, when you go ahead and you make it a little bit smaller, now you can keep the handle long and just make the front smaller, so now you've got this. It can aerate soil. So you can go ahead and just use that for aerating soil, because remember, you've got the steel teeth here that are gonna do virtually everything. So think about how many tools this is, and the fact that it's super, super easy to store. You can't go wrong.
Great
you
idea.
won't be disappointed.
Great idea. Get ready for the spring planting and gardening season. It's here. Isn't tomorrow the first day of spring?
Is it?
I think tomorrow. This week. When is the first day of spring? 21st. Okay. This week then.
Okay.
All right,
You'll
I'll take it.
right.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
To
I'll
you
see you in a
too.
bit, though.
Yes, in a bit.
We're not leaving each other yet. I just want to spend a few moments talking about how we can warm up our homes indoors and outdoors. And I say especially outdoors during a spring garden showcase like this, because flameless candles never burn out, they never, blow out, and they look so realistic. And I mean, we all know how pretty they look indoors, and yes, you do get remote controls, so if you wanted to put these candles up higher on a shelf or inside of a beautiful hurricane or container like that, you absolutely can. The flame actually flickers. Do you see that? They're just awesome. And these are a 3-pack at a weekly deal drop price. This week, this just launched this morning, so I know this has been a popular choice already. Only here at HSN. This week only, $39.95. $10 off this week only. You can spread this over the course of payments, and if you've already gotten to $7.50 on shipping, these will ship for free. That's the most you'll spend all day. So we have some beautiful choices. I love them all. They're different solid colors. I'll show you up here on the back side. The crocus, there's a cream, there's lime, there's also a beautiful, look at this purple. This is the crocus. This one over here, this soft blue, is called limpet shell. We've got this down here in the cream. We've got the wildflowers in the ivory. And then we also have these in this beautiful watercolor lilac. Ellen Bunner's here. I have to say, I mean, how many candles I have. I'm obsessed. Like
I am too.
It's just one of my things.
Right.
But these are so pretty.
These are gorgeous, right?
Honestly, I love these with the implanted,
yes, it looks
florals.
Like real wildflowers pressed into the wax. These are from Unmatched. You know us, you love us. Usually we're on fourth quarter.
Right,
we're
during
doing
holidays.
Gifting, we're decorating. We wanted to do a spring collection for you this time, and you all are loving it. What's unique about these is you're getting our most popular heights with the 4, the 5, and the 6 inch. They're all 3 inches in diameter, so they're gonna work beautifully in your home, and each of them are gonna come with the remote, with the batteries. I want to highlight the colors, and then I want to get into the technology on these because these are so unique. Okay, so limpet shell. I just have to address it, right?
Isn't it gorgeous?
I looked up, what is a limpet shell? I'm a sheller, and I didn't know. There's actually a shell that the interior is exactly this color. It's almost like a robin's egg blue.
It's such a pretty, pretty soft blue.
Spa,
It
right?
is a good description, robin egg blue.
Beautiful. And then we have the crocus, which is part of the iris family. I like this between a pink and a purple.
Yep.
Really beautiful. The green that we did, this is interesting. It's called cream
lime.
Cream lime. So I wanted you to see it next to an ivory because it's just a hint of color, right? And then I want you to also see our watercolors. So I'm gonna pull up the watercolor lilac in front of these two.
Oh, wow.
Look how pretty. If you wanted to get a couple sets, look at the green with it, and look at that crocus with this. Those, you can almost smell it, right? You can almost see the butterflies going around. And then the wildflower watercolor, this has daisies, this has dragonflies, it has your cone flowers. I mean, this is like your incredible butterfly garden in your yard, embedded in your candle. And then of course we did ivory. It's always our #1 seller because these can be used all year long.
Absolutely. So something just happened. I wanted to address it because as Ellen was going through and showing us the different colors, she reached over this table and her sleeve hit one of the candles.
Did it scare you?
And at first I was like, oh my gosh, your sleeve is on fire. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's not real flame.
Right.
Literally had to be reminded it's fake.
Let's look at this close, right? I love that you brought the lights down. And let's start here because on your remote that you're getting, you're gonna get lots of settings. So right now I have it on light mode. Do you see how it's not moving?
Ah.
You can really see the flame. You can see the color. Look how it is against my hand. And then if you'll back up here to this beautiful limpet shell, this one is in candle mode. Do you see it dancing?
Oh, yes.
So you get both on your remote. You're also, of course, going to be able to turn them off and on the bottom, and there's an off and on the remote. But if you're like me, you're going to live here in this timer mode. There's a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8-hour timer mode.
Nice.
So you can really customize it. I go between the 2-hour and the 4-hour, and you can pick that, and I have mine come on every night around 7 p.m. and set it and forget it. You can also affect the brightness of this. There's a dimmer on here. So if, say you want to put this bedside, you want to go to sleep by candlelight, you can actually dim the flame. But if you look at these, the technology that Unmatched is known for is the most high-end. You could literally spend this price on one candle in the marketplace.
Easily, and I've done that over the past, and now I know better. I mean, to think about how much money I wasted on candles that burned down. I love candles.
Right, I do too.
These candles will always look good and perfect and brand new, and they'll always give you that beautiful flame. And it's a 3D, like a virtual flame. Look at that.
There's no bad side to this. You see
Exactly.
the movement. I also love too when you see it in a setting like this that you can see that reflection on the wall. Also burn time. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
400 hours of burn time. So if you're like me and you're averaging maybe the 4-hour timer, that's over 3 months of burn time on this. So
and I
think
noticed
about
this
that.
only takes 2 AA batteries.
2 AA
Used to be
batteries.
4 or 6 batteries in the day.
And it's a common battery. I love that too.
Just 2 of them.
How many of you do this? And I use real candles and I use flameless. And you know what I like about the flameless? I use them every single day.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
day. How many times do you light a candle and you know from the minute you light it, it's never gonna be the same. It's never
Looks
gonna look
like
the
that.
same. And you have to babysit it. You have to worry about it.
Oh, you freak out if you're like, did I leave home and not blow
Right,
out that
right.
candle?
These are gorgeous. And if I were to buy a beautiful wildflower watercolor candle, I would never burn it because I wouldn't want to get rid of it.
The truth right there.
Right. So with this, you can enjoy these every single day, every
Wow.
single night, and you can put them in unexpected
You guys,
places.
please get these before you can't. I mean, if these last the week, I'll be amazed. Already almost 1,000 are spoken for. We just launched it this morning. And here we are. I highly recommend, let's go through color choices again. I know this is gonna be a big, big hit all weekend long, or week long. Again, this week only the best price you're gonna find. So
All
here's
exclusive.
the
Here's the limpet shell and that beautiful, almost robin's egg. Here's your crocus. Looks gorgeous with the watercolor
you get
lilac.
all 3, no matter which color you're choosing.
Yes, and then you have the cream lime, which is just a
like
hint of green. I
these.
really love that one.
Not just because it's St. Patty's Day either. It's just
I
a
know,
soft,
it's
pretty
beautiful.
green.
And then we have our 2 wildflower options. Oh, I'm sorry, here's your ivory. And by the way, too, do you see how goof-proof these are? Whether it's down the middle of your table, like as a centerpiece, one of my favorite ways to use them is just on a plate. Because we did the most popular sizes, is instant decor. And I call this active decor, right? Because this is really gonna put on a show. You're gonna enjoy it when the lights are off, but when the lights are on, it is a showstopper. So that is the wildflower watercolor.
Oh,
and
those
then we
are
have the
just
watercolor.
beautiful.
Look at the
it's
different
like
shades
real
of purple
flowers
in
that have been pressed into the candle.
Totally. And
you think
spin
about it,
that around. It's completely
it's all good point.
all the way around. They look like they've been pressed, and this is real wax. So think about your entryway, think about your table, think about a gift. Mother's Day is coming up. How beautiful would these be at Easter as a centerpiece?
Housewarming present, anything, graduate. Everybody loves candles. But you know, candles that you forget you even owned them.
Exactly. Well, by using the timer, I find that it's something I don't have to think about, but that I enjoy so much. I think you and I have talked about this, you know, why do high-end restaurants use candlelight? Because it just softens the mood.
And it doesn't interfere in the flavors or the smell or aroma of a meal. You don't get that conflict. And they look great morning, noon, and night,
Any
year
time
after
of
year,
day.
any time of the day.
I like too, these are standalone beautiful. So whether you're using them as a trio or separating them, maybe you have a lantern or maybe you're putting them in different candle holders around your home, you can see because we did that simplistic design. Look at that, it's gorgeous.
And because of the remote, you don't have to worry about having to take it out of there. I said earlier, put them up high on a bookshelf, or maybe you've got just one of those unique spaces.
Like a cabinet or maybe a dark corner. You know, I love these for entertaining. Maybe it's an outdoor party. You can use these in outdoors, in covered spaces. They are real wax, so just don't let them get too hot. But you don't have to worry about the wind blowing them out.
Exactly.
I have mine on timers, even at my front porch, like under a covered area in lanterns. And every night they come on. I have them in my fireplace. This is the one flameless candle that you will use daily. It's not just gonna sit there dark. You're gonna actually light this on a daily basis.
I know, it gives you unlimited decorating possibilities. I loved that one with the plate that you just saw with the seashells around this beautiful, this one's the limpet shell.
Yes, even that mixed with the ivory. The ivory, of course, all of these you can use year round. And think about the money you're wasting buying real candles that you fret over, that you worry about kids and pets and smoke and wax and mess, that you can just invest in a couple AA batteries.
Take them with you.
Hours and hours of enjoyment.
I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, we keep ours in an emergency kit when we have to evacuate.
That too, I have totally done that.
Right, camping, all the things. I mean,
Yes.
candle is always a nice, it's soft too. Over 1,000 now spoken for.
These are
Thank you for your
just
calls.
launched today. I hope you don't miss your favorite color. There's not a bad one in the bunch.
I do too, they're all so good. Thank you so much.
Thanks, it's so good to see you. I'm loving all the gardening.
Isn't it
I
fun?
know, it's my
really
favorite. Yes,
putting me
so
in the
fun.
best headspace, getting
For
ready for
sure.
spring this week.
Yes.
Candles 898-847 to continue ordering these, okay? Any of the colors still available. But we're gonna move into our next hour of beautiful house, home and gardening for the spring. This showcase continues, and a couple highlights I wanted to share with you. This may not be the most romantic item, but it is awesome. This is one of our, best sellers when it comes to getting rid of pests, and it's made out of cedar oil. So when you think about something like